November Saturday evening for the CWHL Live, empowered by Hilberg and Burke, proudly supporting the Canadian Women's Hockey League and empowering women across Canada, one sparkle at a time. We are at Winsport Arena A, Martin McPhail Center here in Calgary. I'm Sandra Prusina, joined by Jenna Cunningham, and we have the Calgary Inferno Boston Blades on tap tonight. Jenna, what are your thoughts going into this match?
You know, it's going to be an exciting game. Calgary played this team almost 3 weeks ago now. It was a little bit lopsided, but I think Boston's going to come out with a little bit more pressure this time around. And I think that now that they have an understanding of the strengths of Calgary, we're going to see them really battle tonight. So I'm hoping for a good game.
And Calgary looking for their 8th win of the season, sitting 7-1 on the year, top of the standings. What do you think comes from Calgary tonight in front of their home faithful? They've been perfect here so far in Calgary this season.
You're right. I think last weekend, where they had a tough weekend, they split with Brampton. I know they were not exactly happy with splitting that weekend. They wanted to continue that role they were on. So I think you're going to see them go back to the basics, stick to things that are simple, and make sure that they don't get too fancy. They don't want to get away from their game. They need to take each game as if it is the one that's going to get them into playoffs. So I think we're going to see them go back to that basic hockey where they're working hard, short, quick passes. They really don't want to give away any points this weekend.
And what about Boston? What can you tell us about them? I realize they are a young, rookie-like squad, but what can we expect to see from them tonight?
You know, I had the opportunity to play them actually with Calgary a couple weeks ago, and like you said, they're full of rookies. They've got 16 rookies on their team, including their goaltender. So they're still adjusting to the speed of the game. Just like in college hockey, it's often said you start to get your feet wet and you start to feel the speed of the game come January.
Yeah.
So as we're approaching that Christmas break, you're going to see them have a little bit more confidence. They're starting to adjust to the speed of the CWHL. And I think you're just going to see them really try to push the pace and be all over Calgary tonight.
Absolutely. So starting in goal for Calgary tonight, we have Jean-Vienne Lacasse over on the blue line, Jackie Pieri, Erica Crom. Special night for her. We'll talk about that in a minute as well. We have Sarah Davis. Megan Mickelson will be playing up top today. She's usually a defender, and rookie Iya Gavrilova. And Megan, what can we expect from her? We're used to seeing her manning that blue line so well.
Absolutely. She played forward against Boston last time. She used to play forward, I believe, in college before she was with the national team, and the national team really developed her into a strong D. So she has those natural forward skills that she's going to have no problem playing with tonight.
So on the other side of the ice, we have Lauren Dam between the pipes for Boston. She's faced a lot of rubber this season, and unfortunately she may have that happening again tonight, but Boston definitely amped for this game. We've got a great crowd here tonight because it is Wickfest here in Calgary this weekend. Of course, that is a creation of Hayley Wickenheiser, a Canadian hockey legend in this city. So good to see the the stands packed here at Winsport Arena A. And a special ceremony here in a few moments. We have Erica Crom, who's going to be playing in her 100th game, which a fantastic feat.
You know, it's an amazing milestone, especially in a league like the CWHL where you're balancing a career with playing hockey, and the ability to play in the league and stick around for 100 games is impressive. That means she's dressed for 100 games. She's been a part of Calgary for most of those, I think all of them. And you know, if I were to describe Erica Crom, if you wanted to find the definition of the player that would give her heart and soul for a team, that's Erica Crom. She brings everything you want to a dressing room. She's positive, she's encouraging, and on the ice, she really lays everything out there. She'll be the first one to block a shot. She'll be the first one to tap your pads when you've made a mistake. You know, I couldn't think of a better person to be celebrating for their 100th game tonight.
So definitely a player for a lot of these youngsters here to look up to if you're looking for somebody that wears their heart on the sleeve, battles for their teammates out on the ice every night out. As probably somebody you want to look up to.
Absolutely, and she's played both forward and D for the Calgary Inferno, and you know, that just goes to show her ability to adjust to her role. She's willing to play whatever the team needs, and at the end of the day, as you'll watch tonight, I think we're going to see a big game from her tonight. She's going to be motivated by this 100th game. She's going to be motivated by the young girls in the stands, and it's going to be a good game.
Excellent. So we're doing some player introductions here. We'll hear the anthem. And puck drop not too far away here at Winsport Arena A at the Mark McPhail Center, Winsport, Calgary. Great night here in November. It's been a great weekend for sport in our city. Obviously, we have the Calgary Stampeders in the Grey Cup tomorrow. Unfortunately, the Dinos fell in the Vanier Cup earlier today. The teddy bear toss with the Calgary Hitmen, that was fantastic this afternoon. And then we have the Calgary Flames playing tomorrow, and this double header here, some great women's hockey on tap. So looking forward to a great game here.
I noticed actually earlier today that the Boston team had a chance to go and explore Calgary a little bit. There was a team photo of them on a team walk, and just kind of taking it all in, being in Calgary, and taking advantage of that trip. You know, we don't often talk about what you get to do when you travel as part of the CWHL, and part of it is when you can travel and see the cities that you're in. So it was good to see that Boston had a chance for that today.
And here we go, Erica Crom. Special moment for her.
And if you look down there, the GM for the Inferno are holding up an Alberta jersey. That was their original jersey for the Inferno. So in their inaugural year, they were wearing the Team Alberta for the first 2 seasons. So it's a nice gesture to see that she gets to take that home, as she would have been the only one to ever wear that jersey.
Yeah, a lot of history with her, which is great. Great for this team. And will stand for the anthems. So puck drop just moments away here, first period between Calgary and Boston. And Jenna, just getting some of your thoughts here on what we can expect in this opening period.
Like I mentioned a little bit before, I think it's going to be fast-paced. Anytime you travel like Boston has, you want to get your feet going as fast as you can. So that's going to entail soft chips, hard chips, rims, whatever it takes to get your feet moving and really putting pressure on the other team. Calgary, on the other hand, wants to take the other approach. They want to just slow down, try to get in Boston's face, jump on them as quick as they can, but make sure that they don't over-attack in the first couple minutes. They want to really set the pace, but in a controlled manner.
Excellent. So folks still here, few taking their seats, but we got a nice crowd here, as we were saying, Wickfest in Calgary this weekend. So lots of kids with their jerseys on, definitely dancing, enjoying this game. Good to see them out on a Saturday night here in November.
Absolutely, and I know as a player, these are the games you want to play, and you love seeing those little girls' faces in the stands. This is exactly what the CWHL stands for. This is what we try to promote the most, so I know the girls are going to really want to put on a good show for those young kids today.
And a lot of players to look out for. So Calgary wins that opening face-off. Gary through the middle. Down that right side, that's Gavrilova in the corner. She comes in with a backhand, that's blocked by Boston. Calgary back on the puck. Shot from Pierre on goal. Saved by Lom. Calgary, though, keeps it in the zone, only momentarily. And Boston with the puck looking to clear it out here. Boston curling around in their own zone. That was Brown. In the corner on the half boards. They'll chase the puck behind their net. Over to Watchorn in the corner. Back behind the net. On the half boards. Good forecheck here by Calgary to keep the puck deep in the Boston zone, although it is broken up by Boston, and they're able to get it out through the middle. Boston down that left side. She's rubbed into the corner. Calgary with possession of the puck as they look to break it out of their zone. That's Warren. Brings it in with a little curl on that right side into the corner of Boston's zone. Down on that left side, fighting for the puck a little bit. Saint Germain tussle here on the boards. They break free. And Boston looking to get that puck in. She's got some speed going down that side, but Calgary able to take control of the puck. Calgary looking to work it out of their zone here. Through the middle. Turnbull decides to dump it into the half boards. Calgary chasing there in the corner. Shot from the point. That one is deflected wide. Back behind the net and curls in front for Irwin. Irwin gets that shot blocked though. Looks like she's lost her stick, so. Turnbull now. And Boston looking to get it out of the zone. Delayed outside. Calgary in though, that's Jenner, the captain. Puck's loose. Cleared out. Saint Germain. Chance for a 2-on-1 here. But that puck deep into the zone, missing that pass. And Calgary in control of the puck once again. Johnston. Johnston looking for the outlet pass. That one a little bit in the feet there of Saulnier, so she's not able to control it. Johnston decides to curl back into her zone. She's got some speed there going down the right side. Into the corner and behind the net, Watchorn. And Boston with possession of the puck. That one broken up in the middle. Johnston takes it in. She's looking for Jenner. Shot on goal, good save by Lom. Boston clears that one out. Although not all the way. That's Saulnier with the puck. Cudmore dumps it into the corner. Calgary will go for a change here, so Boston can take a little bit of a breather. Good pace here, though, to start the opening period. And that pass broken off, hits the post. That was almost unexpected, but good pouncing on that errant pass. Gavrilova, top rookie in the CWHL. She comes in on net, looks for the pass, centers it, nobody's there. Mickelson with a shot on goal, and Lom decides that's enough. She's going to hang on to the puck, so some good pace here from Calgary early on. Lots
of pressure there from Calgary, just trying to get that puck in, start getting it moving around. You can see that Boston's goal is really to try to make that pass up through the middle or pass back to the D. They're finding some issues with that as the Calgary D are stepping up on them, so it'll be interesting to see if that changes as this period goes on or even as the game continues. But that middle is really hard to force, especially against a team like Calgary, so we'll look to see if Boston changes that.
So 16-19 left here in the opening frame between the Inferno and the Blades. 0-0 on the board. Calgary with a face-off win. Shot from the point, saved by Lam. That rebound goes into the corner. Calgary back to the point, but it does trickle out. And Boston chasing that pass. Calgary zone. They've got some speed coming here. Down that left side, a bit of a trip. Hand goes up. And Calgary now with the chance on the power play. Second ranked in the CWHL. They've looked pretty good so far this season with a man advantage.
Absolutely. And I think, a penalty like that, that's just a product of Davis keeping her feet moving. We're going to see that a ton tonight. Boston's really got to keep their sticks out of the feet and out of the hands of the Calgary players, or they're going to find themselves shorthanded quite a bit tonight. Calgary's strength is their speed. And so you got to have good body positioning or you end up down one.
And that's exactly what's happened here, Jenna. You're right. And a face-off win for Calgary here. They look to set things up on the power play. To the point. Irwin, shot on goal. Great little deflection out in front there. And they're fighting into the corner. Behind the net. Up to the point. Half boards. Back to the point. Laquette, shot on goal. That one's deflected wide. Boston trying to clear things out. No luck there. Calgary keeps it in, although that pass bounced out. So Gosling will go back into the neutral ice. Some speed here for Irwin. She leaves it for Bram. Bram looking for a pass. Back to the point to Gosling. Gosling down to the side. Back to Laquette at the point. She'll take a slapper on goal. That one's deflected. And they're able to clear the puck. Nice speed here by Saulnier. Shot on goal. That one's deflected once again. Calgary keeps the puck alive. Fight for that at the point. And just nice little flick pass to herself there. Saulnier tries to center it. Nobody there. And Boston able to clear things. Here we go through the center ice. That's Esposito on the left side. Little toe drag. Just looking for a pass. Back to the right side. Johnston with the puck right now. She curls around. Back to the point. Mickelson dishes it off. Shot on goal. That one's blocked again. Boston looking to clear things. They can't. Calgary doing a great job to keep that puck in deep here on the man advantage. 7 seconds left here. And Calgary just can't keep that puck in. So some good action, although Calgary not able to get on board. But here's Mickelson, tons of speed going in. She tries to go 5-hole. Good save there. And Boston struggling a little bit to get that puck out of the zone, although Tara Watchorn gets it here, catching Calgary on a line change, but they can't finish that one off. Break there for Calgary. Calgary back into the Boston zone. Gavrilova loses that puck. 2-on-1 opportunity here for Boston. She goes to the right side. Good stick check there. Behind the net. And Calgary will ease things out of their own zone. Gavrilova, a little bit of speed there. She flicks it on goal. Behind the net for Boston, they'll look to clear things out. 12:56 left here in the opening frame. 0-0 between Calgary and Boston. Leary dumps it behind the Calgary goal. Lacasse decides she'll pass it off. And Calgary working their way out of the zone. Boston chipping that one back in. Calgary back with control. So a bit of a frantic pace here. Sticks, pucks not exactly matching up with either side, I'd say.
Yeah, a couple passes that aren't quite tape to tape, and that's expected in the first period, especially after a long travel day there for Boston. But you can imagine Scott Reed's telling Calgary to tighten it up a bit there.
So here we go. Turnbull, good pass down that left side. Irwin, that one centered. We go behind the net. Calgary in the far right corner. looking for a pass. That's Irwin with a puck right now. She finds her defender, comes in, great play. Oh, Calgary just can't finish that one off. Good idea, spotting their blue liner there. Boston dumps that puck in. And they'll work their way out of their defensive zone. That's Jill Saulnier. She's caught offside, but let's talk about Saulnier a little bit. She's the point leader here for the Calgary Inferno thus far this season, tied for 3rd overall in the league. What is she doing right?
Absolutely. I mean, she's a natural goal scorer. If you look at her points per game, it's 7 goals, 3 assists, so she can put the puck in the net. Her speed is her biggest attribute. You can see it all over the ice. She's a game changer, and she's been that type of player all year for Calgary.
Yeah, great to see her doing so well. And we'll see if she gets on board sometime tonight to add to her point total. And she's out in front right now. Laquette with a chance. She's in deep. Rebecca Johnston in the corner. She decides to hang on to the puck, walks the line a little bit, gets it in on goal. But that one is deflected out.
You're starting to see a little bit of that inexperience from Boston. Back to that penalty kill, they had multiple chances to get that puck out of the zone. They were soft on the puck. You can't afford to do that against Calgary. They got lucky on that one. You're seeing it on their breakouts here tonight as well in the first period. They've got to be stronger. Those passes have to be hard, crisp, and they have to guarantee they're getting out. So look for that to change for Boston and improve as the game goes on.
So Davis here on the face-off.
Looks like we'll get a new Boston centerman in there. Watchorn signaled that perhaps she was cheating a bit on that face-off.
And there we go. Back to the point for Laquette. She dumps it in on the right side. Fighting for it behind the net. There's Mickelson. Mickelson in deep. They decide to curl around, fighting for it a little bit in the corner. Calgary centers it, nobody there, and we're going 1v1, Boston going the other way. Leary puts it behind the net. Laquette able to clear things out for Calgary as they make their way out of their zone. Boston in control of the puck, some good stick movement there by Calgary. Davis almost on that errant pass. So some speed here for Boston. Into the corner. Shot from the point. Genevieve Lacasse drives that into the corner. Calgary looking to get it out of the zone, which they do. Some speed here coming down the right side. Back into that corner. Saint Germain to Fujimoto. And Boston gets that one out in. Lacasse decides she'll play that to her defender on the opposite side. Esposito, bit of a stick check there by Myers, so she's disposed of the puck. Calgary with an opportunity here, looking for Esposito on that side. Oh, good chance. First stick tied up, though. Great opportunity there for Calgary.
That's some good sustained pressure there from the fourth line from Calgary. Trying to just get anything going. Good drive to the net from Esposito there. That one almost deflected in.
Yeah, it was a great opportunity. So back into that right-hand corner in the Boston zone. They're fighting for the puck. 3 red shirts, 2 white shirts. Back to the point for Calgary. Cudmore plays it into the corner. Shot on goal. Good save by Lom. Boston looking to clear it. And again, a bit of an errant pass, so they're just not able, Boston that is, to get it out of their zone, and Calgary pouncing on a lot of those bouncing pucks.
And again, that goes to that inexperience, right? The game, people often ask me what's the difference between college hockey and CWHL. The game's just that much faster in the CWHL. So if you even wait half a second, you're a second behind. So getting Boston moving that puck faster, quicker, that's the only way you're going to find success.
So Calgary wins that face-off, and they have the puck here deep into the Boston zone. We're on that half board right now. Bram trying to tie that puck up. And it looks like we have a penalty call.
Going to Calgary here. Haley Irwin for tripping, I believe. you know what I've noticed here in the first period, Calgary sustained most of the pressure. However, they've also given up the most odd man rushes. When you get into a game like this where you're feeling a little bit confident, you feel like you have the puck possessed and you're in full control of it, you forget to play defense sometimes. Calgary's going to want to tighten that up on the blue line because you don't want to give those odd man breaks to Boston.
Yeah, a couple of blue liners caught pinching there. And an opportunity for Boston perhaps to get on board first. They are on the man advantage. Calgary with a third-ranked penalty kill in the league right now. So they're kind of in the middle of the pack. What have you seen from their penalty kill so far this year?
You know, they run a little bit different penalty kill than most players in, or most teams in the CWHL. If you watch closely, it's similar to the one that's ran by Hockey Canada. And that's no surprise with Gina Kingsbury working the defenseman for Calgary Inferno and being an assistant coach. So at times, if there's a little bit confusion on that type of penalty kill, it can be costly. But if you have it down pat and you're running the system correctly, it's really hard to beat.
Yeah, and we're seeing that actually right here. Some great forechecking, keeping Boston in their zone, although they're making their way out of neutral ice right now into the Calgary zone. We'll see if they have an opportunity to set up here on the power play. They don't. And Calgary, some great job here on the PK. Just killing a bit of time. 55 seconds left here in that minor to Irwin. 7:29 here left on the clock in the first period. It remains 0-0 between Calgary and Boston. Boston on the power play, although Calgary with a good possession of the puck here. Short one player. Boston just struggling a little bit to get it out of the zone.
Yeah, just again going back to that puck movement, it's got to be quick. Calgary's going to come in strong. They have strong forecheckers, quick forecheckers. Boston's really got to get that puck moving.
So Saulnier, she's seeing some time on the PK. She's got some speed here through the neutral ice. Nice little move, trying to get it in on net on Lam. But that puck didn't get through her legs. Myers for Boston. Boston looking to set things up. Myers back, but that pass doesn't get to her. There's some speed there for Woodworth, although she's disposed of the puck. And Calgary kills that one off. Great job. One-on-one here. Tries to go for the wraparound. That was Warren. Good opportunity. It's just deflected last second away from her. Calgary once again back to the point. Shot on goal. That one was going wide, looking for the deflection. Back into the corner, looking to set something up here. Gavrilova passes it off. Curls around. Back to the blue line. That's back into the corner. Just looking for a pass here. That puck is tied up. Great pass. Tries to flick it in on goal. That one's driven behind the net. Some good possession here for Calgary. Back to the point. Looking for another pass. And just no shot on net. Although that one trickled wide, a bit of an interesting deflection. So we're noticing that a little bit. Calgary looking to pass, but not a lot of shots on goal so far.
Yeah, I'd agree, and I think that's in part from what happened last time they played Boston. When you beat a team by, you know, quite a few goals, you start to overthink the game and you're making passes that just shouldn't be there. They need to start shooting the puck.
Yeah, and actually, let's take a look at those statistics. Only 8 shots on goal, I say only, for Calgary. None so far for Boston. 5 minutes left here in the opening frame. Remains 0-0. Calgary, though, great possession of the puck, and we see it right now. Great shot from the point. That'll be shot number 9. Lam grabs that rebound. No rebound, in fact. She grabs that puck.
And that was a solid shot from Aina Takaguchi. She's been here. This is going into her 3rd season with the Calgary Inferno. She comes from Japan. The improvement in her games the last 3 seasons is substantial. She's become a solid player on the blue line. Her stick skills, her strength, everything's improved. I know Coach Reed's probably very happy with how she's progressed over the past couple years.
Yeah, and she's seen some good ice time tonight. Some good job on the power play as well. And Calgary here looking to pin Boston in their zone. Boston just struggling a little bit to get it out here. Calgary flicks that one in deep into the corner. Back behind the Boston net. Boston with an opportunity to get that one out. Cudmore with a bit of a dive through that middle ice. to keep it in. I like that.
That's good to see. You know, still giving that all that passion and effort in a game like this. You know, she recognizes it's a 0-0 game right now.
So Boston with a chance. She gets tripped up there, and some speed here. Johnston down that right side. She leaves it for Lequette. Lequette shot on goal. Lamb though. She decides she's going to smother that puck. Good save.
Yeah, and that was a great play by Johnston. You know, she comes in, she pushes the defenders back, and she leaves it for Lequette. Knowing that Lequette has a strong shot, you know, had she teed that up and put a slap shot on net, chances are it could have went through the net. So good awareness there from Johnston.
Yeah, and it's been a busy first period here for Dam. She's had to be quite alert for Boston in between the pipes. Calgary wins that face-off. Back to the point. Shot down those half boards. Warren into the corner. Back to Lequette. She gets it behind the goal for Esposito. She dishes it in front. Good opportunity there, but nobody able to take that pass. Calgary plays it behind the Boston goal. That's Esposito there fighting for the puck. Boston with an opportunity to clear. And we'll frighten through the neutral zone here. Boston back into their defensive end. We'll see if they can create some offense here. Good stick check there. That was Irwin. She gets the puck back. And they flick that one deep into the zone. So Calgary with the puck here. That's Turnbull going down the right side. She's got an opportunity to dish it off to Irwin. And Boston with the puck behind their own zone. Calgary, some good pressure here. Back to the half boards. Unable to keep it in, but still have possession. This is Pieri. Pieri dumps it in. Some speed there by Megan Mickelson. Boston gets that puck out. That's the rookie Gavrilova on the right side. She's got the puck in the corner. Shot on goal, and it's in. The rookie gets another point. That's Iya Gavrilova, number 25. So Calgary's work here paying off late in the first period. 2 minutes and 6 seconds left on the clock with their 11th shot on goal. They make it a 1-0 game over the Boston Blades. And really that goal, courtesy Iya Gavrilova, but she did some great work on her own to drive down that right side, get the puck on goal, and open up the scoring here between Calgary and Boston. Calgary looking for more. That puck played into the corner. And that one dispossessed. Calgary keeps it alive. Mickelson. Chance to cut over, but she's unable to do so. Back to behind the net for Mickelson. To the point. To her defensive partner, shot on goal. Dom lets that rebound go. And Boston trying to get the puck out of their zone. 1 minute, 20 seconds left here in the opening frame. An opportunity for Boston. She misses that shot. And Calgary with some speed, looking for the counterattack. That's Jenner. Jenner dispossessed of the puck. Johnston, she hangs on. Dumps it into the corner. Lequette. Lequette to Cudmore. Cudmore with the puck. She takes it down the side. Looks for the centering pass, just unable to get that shot off her stick. Calgary still with the puck, centering. Boston clears that out with 47 seconds left here in the opening period. Perhaps a last second chance here for Calgary. That's Johnston going in deep, trying to retrieve that puck in the Boston zone. Boston looking to clear things out. and they're able to do so. Paquette, though, pounces on that. Saulnier, nice pass for Jenner. Unable to connect with the shot, and Boston clears things out. Pieri loses that puck. Saint-Germain one-on-one. Great save by Geneviève Lacasse with just a few seconds left here in this opening frame. So some tense moments. Boston almost had the opportunity to tie things up. Great opportunity there by Saint-Germain, but Geneviève Lacasse keeps that 0 on the board for her side. So after 20 minutes of play, Calgary with a 1-0 lead over Boston. Iya Gavrilova getting the Inferno on board first. 12 shots on goal in that opening frame for Calgary. They looked very good. Just one shot on goal. That one came in the dying seconds here of that first period for Boston. But all in all, a good performance by Calgary. So we're going to go down to the dressing room in a moment here. Jenna Cunningham heading down, and she'll be chatting with one of the players.
I'm here with Erica Crum. Erica, it's Wickfest this weekend. Obviously, larger crowd today. Does that change the mindset of the team at all?
It doesn't matter, big crowd, little crowd, like we always have to play the same, but it definitely gives us a boost of energy when you see all these younger girls out here. It's pretty inspiring, so it's a good time.
And as defending Clarkson Cup champions, how important is it for you guys to be able to win at home?
Always important. We pride ourselves on winning at home. We have a lot of respect for this building, and we're here pretty much all week, so might as well get her done on the weekends too.
And this being your 100th CWHL game, how important is this milestone for you today?
It's been a whirlwind. It's pretty cool. I honestly didn't even realize it was my 100th game till I got in the locker room and the girls were like, "Crum, it's your 100th game." Holy smokes, time flies when you're having fun, right? Yeah.
How does it compare to any other kind of milestone you've been through for hockey? Of course, the Clarkson Cup, stuff like that. Anything from high school or anything like that?
Clarkson Cup tops pretty much everything. Making it through college and playing every game, that also tops a lot of things, but it's pretty cool.
Good luck in the second period. Thanks, Erica.
Sorry if I smell.
That's okay. Yeah, thanks.
Thanks, guys. And great to have Jada back here. She is from basically what's happening now is there's a new connection between Hilberg and Burke, yes. And they have come and decided to work with the Canadian Women's Hockey League. This is a great initiative coming together, this partnership. What can you tell us a little bit about this and what led to this partnership?
Well, over the last year, we've really become involved in women's sports. As a company, we're very, our mission is to empower women, and we've made some great partnerships with curling, and recently we worked with the Canadian Olympic team and Canadian Paralympic teams, and just sponsoring and supporting those women. And this just seemed like a natural fit for us to be able to extend a partnership with the CWHL, and we're so happy to be a part of it.
So what is it about women and empowerment that speaks to you and to your clientele? What is it? Because obviously we see a great basically amount of people here tonight supporting a professional women's hockey team here in Calgary. Other sports in Canada are doing well when it comes to women's sports as well. Soccer, you mentioned curling.
Yes.
Another one. What is it about women's sports?
We just found that oftentimes women's sports don't get the recognition that they deserve. The athletes, they train as hard as the men do. They have they have jobs the same as men, but they are the family. They have families and they're the caregivers. So we feel like they have almost more work to do. And so we really want to support that because they work so hard and just don't seem to get quite the recognition that the men do. And we want to help fix that.
So what have you noticed here tonight? What has been your favorite moment from this first period here between Calgary and Boston?
It's been a really good game, very close. The teams have been keeping up with each other pretty well. It's a beautiful arena, the first time I've ever been in here, so I'm happy to be here and supporting both the teams tonight.
So what are you hoping your initiative, what do you hope it drives going forward with the CWHL and your company?
What we'd really like to do is work with the league and leverage our partnership with them to be able to help build awareness and brand recognition for the CWHL. We have very good brand recognition in this country with our jewelry, and so we want to be able to help bring that to the CWHL and lend whatever we can to the league.
So where can people get more information about you guys? Is there a website? Can we visit you in store?
Yeah, absolutely. We do have retail stores in Regina and Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, as well as in Edmonton. We're hoping to get more stores in the near future, but as always, you can visit us online at hilbergandburke.com. And we're really honored to be able to present all of the teams with our iconic sparkle ball earrings. So each team has been gifted a different color, and very soon we'll have those available on our website for the people to be able to, fans to be able to come and purchase the earrings so they can have the same color earrings as their favorite team.
What do they look like?
There are sparkle ball earrings, so they're a beautiful sparkly earring, and tonight the Calgary team will be getting our gold earrings and the Boston Blades will be getting our black and white fade earrings. So each team has a different color. The Toronto Furies have white, Brampton has a hematite, and Montreal has opal. So each team was given a color that matches their jerseys.
So everybody's unique.
Everybody is unique, absolutely, just like all the women in this league.
That's excellent. Well, thank you so much for your time. Pleasure having you here, and thank you for making this connection with the Canadian Women's Hockey League, because obviously the interest is there. There's so many people here tonight, and it's great to have you here. Thanks for having us.
Well, thank you so much. We're honored to be a part of the league.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Breaking through, you're breaking through. We got this love affair, not the truth we've come to dare. Change is crisp, it's in the air, so try something new.
When I was 7, I wore these gloves. They held this stick. Well, these skates carried me over the blue line. We won the championship, and now it's all yours. Cool. Oh, and this mouth guard. I'll get my own. Thanks.
The 5th season is when spirit for the game gets passed down. That's why we're proud to support over 5,000 teams. 100% énergie. 100% passion. 100% effort. Pourtant, les femmes n'ont que 5% de visibilité. Les producteurs laitiers canadiens croient que les athlètes féminines devraient être vues et entendues haut et fort. Avec Nourrir la passion du sport féminin, nous célébrons les athlètes féminines de tous les niveaux. Joignez-nous à Vive le sport féminin.
The Calgary Inferno hosted the Toronto Furies at Jones Snyder Arena on November 12, 2016. This was one of 5 heritage games in the CWHL this year to celebrate the 10-year anniversary of the league. Former players were honored pre-game, followed by a ceremonial puck drop. We asked players and coaches how far the league has come in the last 10 years and also their thoughts on the pre-game ceremony.
I actually got the chance to play with a lot of them, and to kind of see them or wear their jerseys and warm up. It was pretty special, and saw one of the girls actually had a tear in her eye. I think she was pretty proud to be here. So it's definitely cool to kind of keep on those little traditions that they've started and hopefully represent them well. So.
I mean, it's pretty crazy just how far it's come in the 5 years that I've been playing in it. Way more fans. The level of play is increasing each year. So I think it's really exciting what the next 10 years is going to bring.
You know, it has come a long way, and it's only going to get better. You know, the talent every year gets better. Picking the team gets more difficult every year, and it's just going to get more difficult. These girls are unbelievable athletes. They train well, and, you know, I can only see it going up.
If you look at those who came before us, and it was awesome that we got to honor them tonight, where they started and where we are is a huge difference, and hopefully in 10 years from now, you know, girls will be getting paid and it'll be a professional league from top to bottom.
And we're back between the Calgary Inferno Boston Blades here at Winsport Arena A, Mark McPhail Center. Calgary with a 1-0 lead after 20 minutes of play. Jenna, I know you were kind of scrambling around with a few seconds left here in the first period, but did you get a chance to see that goal by Ia?
No, I missed it, unfortunately. Spent the entire time broadcasting the first period and slip out to do another interview, and I missed the goal.
But it was a good one.
I would expect so.
Yeah, some great speed down that right zone, so she got Calgary out in front. And then an opportunity late for Boston to tie things up. Their only shot on goal so far, but it was a good one. Genevieve did a great job to keep that puck out of their net. So an opportunity here for Boston maybe to ride a bit of that momentum into the second period. We'll see what happens.
That was a quick whistle after that opening face-off. I wonder what the ref noticed there.
Yeah, that was a fast one. Blink of an eye there, actually. They'll redo that opening face-off here in the second period. 1-0, between Calgary and Boston, and Calgary wins that opening drop. Boston with the puck in their own zone. They'll work to get some speed down that right side, but Pierre nabs the puck in her own zone. Behind the net.
Interesting fact about the D pairing here, it's Erica Crom and Jackie Perry. They actually played college hockey together at Brown, so they're familiar with each other, and you can see some of that chemistry when they're out there.
Yeah, good to see them out on the ice. Always nice to have that partnership last a little bit longer than your college years. Lacasse plays that puck out. Although pounced on the rebound, she decides she'll cover up. No damage done there, and we'll get a face-off in the Calgary zone.
You can already see Boston changing their strategy a little bit. Soft dumps, going hard after that puck. We haven't seen them trying to force that pass, even though it's only been almost a minute into the second period. But I think we're going to see a lot of that throughout the second.
Looks like we'll redo this face-off once again as well.
You know, face-offs are all about focus, and Boston doesn't want to be getting their wingers having to take those face-offs, so that's something that they need to really bear down in. Face-off has everything to do with possession, and as you can see, Calgary's heading the other way with the puck because of that face-off.
Yeah, Bram, she was able to pass it off there, and a good opportunity for Calgary on that face-off win, like you said, Jenna. Calgary looking to keep the puck in, but that one gets chipped out. Cudmore. Irwin brings it in. Down through the middle, flicks it off, shot on goal, but Dam decides to hold on.
You know, that's exactly what she wants to be doing, not giving any type of rebound. It really prevents Calgary from gaining momentum, and it also gives her more confidence. You know, she's going to see a lot of those shots, that speed coming down the outside, pucks going quickly to the net, so it's good to see that she's controlling those rebounds.
So face-off win here for Boston in their own zone. That puck in the corner. Turnbull goes out in front, and there it is. Wow, a lot of work there by Turnbull on that half board. She brings it out in front and gives Calgary a 2-0 lead.
Absolutely. That's just pure strength there. She just forced her way to the front of the net. She outweighted the goaltender and was able to push that puck far side. Great work by Turnbull down low. You know, there was a Boston player that lost her helmet there in the corner, so I'd be curious to see what happened there. However, referees seemed to think nothing was important to call, and great goal by Blair.
So Blair Turnbull gives Calgary a 2-0 lead here early in the second period over Boston. Great individual effort.
A quick player to watch is if you look at Fujimoto on Boston, number 3, another Japanese player that's here playing in the CWHL. You know, it's great to see that we have players from other countries coming to join us in the CWHL and really expanding our player profiles.
Yeah, it's interesting you mentioned that, because Calgary's first goal scorer, Iya Gavrilova, of course, she is from Russia, part of the Russian national team. Shot on goal there from Takeuchi, but good to see that international flavor, because they can learn a little bit of the North American game, bring it back to their own national teams, and we'll see the women's game grow on an international level.
Absolutely.
So Calgary with possession of the puck here. Speaking of, although dispossessed here, St. Germain's chance on that right side. Good save by Lacasse to drive it into the corner. St. Germain got her own rebound, but she's dispossessed with the puck, and Mickelson flicks that one out into the Boston zone. St. Germain falls. Calgary through the neutral zone. Gervais get that puck in on that right side. Shot on goal. Good save by Lacasse. Another one. Lacasse, another good save. So flurry there. Good opportunities for Boston looking to get on board.
That all started with Watchhorn. You know, she's arguably Boston's best player, and she really pushed that puck up, made that breakout possible. So nice work from Watchhorn on the back end.
Leary driving for Boston. She gets that puck in deep, but Calgary able to pounce on it. Johnston. She's got some speed here on the left side. Looks for a pass, centers it. Nobody able to get a stick on it to get a shot on goal. Calgary, though, able to keep the puck in the Boston zone. Some good stick work here. That shot goes wide. Crom into the half boards. Boston flicks it out. And Crom back into her own zone to her defensive partner. They'll work it out. That pass for Lovell is intercepted, although Calgary able to get it in. Warren looking for the centering pass. She holds on to the puck. It's loose. Boston fighting here behind the net. They'll now work their way out, looking for that outlet pass, although Calgary pouncing on that one. And we're into the Calgary zone.
Lacasse being very mobile behind the net. You know, she's always willing to come out and play the puck. It makes breakouts so much easier when your goalie can play that puck. As you can see, that transition game is just so much quicker.
So the goal scorer here, Turnbull to Irwin, back to Turnbull, looking for that centering pass, deflected off some skates. Boston is able to get it back. Some speed here coming through the Calgary zone. That pass intercepted. Brown down the left side, centers. Turnbull back with the puck. She flicks it to the corner. Give and go. Opportunity here. She can't raise the puck. Oh, almost a chance there for Calgary to go up 3-0. Gosling from the corner. Plays it to the other side. Half boards. That's Mickelson right now. She brings it in deep. Boston looking to clear things, and they do. So a good spell here for Calgary.
Absolutely. You can see Boston's showing a little bit of those signs of fatigue. They really just need to stick to the game plan. Protect the house, keep everyone outside.
Chance here for Calgary. Damn, though, she decides she'll hang on, and we'll get a face-off here in the Boston zone. So 5 minutes and 34 seconds gone here in the second period. Calgary with a 2-0 lead thanks to goals by Turnbull and Gavrilova. Calgary with 17 shots on goal, 5 shots for Boston.
That was a great play by Watchhorn. She stayed with Davis the whole way. She made sure that wasn't going to turn into a great scoring opportunity. So that was props to watch there on that one-on-one. Fantastic play by her.
And one of their most experienced players here. They definitely look up to her in Boston, as they are quite a young squad. Calgary with the puck in deep, looking for that centering pass. That one's broken up. Boston trying to go down that right side, but Calgary quicker in their own zone to pounce on that puck. Calgary, outlet pass. That one's broken up. And we'll get an offside call here.
You know, you can also see Boston's only traveling with 3 forward lines and a spare, and that can be really difficult too. Keep in mind the majority of these players have worked a full week, whether they're, you know, engineers, teachers, lawyers. They've all put in a 40-hour work week, and now they've traveled to Calgary, so it's expected to see a little bit of that fatigue, and hopefully they can find a spark here in the second period.
Yeah, cross-border trip for Boston, so certainly not an easy one. Boston did win that face-off, but it's Calgary coming out with the puck. That's Johnston right now. She's got some speed. She flicks it off. Nice shot on goal. Damn, though. Might have been going wide, but she decided she wanted to grab and hang on to it.
Yeah, that's a good idea. You know, just slow everything down, let her team reset, give them a little bit of a breather. You can see they're going to get a change here, so that allows them to match a little bit, get the right people out there for, you know, an important face-off.
Calgary wins that draw. Johnston, she curls around, decides to go to the corner, back to the point. That shot gets on goal. Dam decides to put it behind her net. Calgary with the puck. Back to the point, Takeuchi to her partner. Back to the middle. Shot on goal by the captain. Rebound, scores! Great positioning there by Rebecca Johnston. And she gives Calgary the 3-0 lead.
Absolutely, and that was just great puck movement. As you saw it came over to Takeuchi. She went back to Lequette. Lequette could have the option of shooting, but she saw Jenner in the high slot, who made a smart decision with her shot. She could have tried to go upstairs, but instead she went for that low, hard pad shot, knowing that if she didn't miss on the goal, there was going to be a perfect rebound there, and that's exactly what happens. Rebecca Johnson simply doesn't miss from that spot, so it's no surprise there that she buried that one.
And that one, a tough one for Dam. She made the initial save, but unfortunately nobody there to clear out the rebound. Johnston, like you said, she rarely misses. So Calgary, 3-0 lead here, 13:11 to go in the middle frame. Esposito. Calgary working their way through the neutral zone. Flick to Crom. Crom gets that puck on goal. Saved by Dam into the corner. And Boston with an opportunity to clear. Lacasse plays that to Pieri. Pieri gets tied up, although Calgary is able to clear it out. And back down into the Boston zone. Centers that one. It's blocked though. Boston working the way out. They dump that one in on the right side. Irwin will go collect it behind her net. She gets it over to Bram.
Again, Watchorn's there to stop that momentum right there at the blue line.
Obviously a very, like we said before, an experienced player, so she does know some of the tendencies of these Calgary Inferno. She's been around a while, so I think she knows what to expect.
Absolutely, she plays a lot of minutes in these games. She's a warrior for that team and a true leader.
Boston with a bit of a giveaway there. Gosling, she's got the puck. Behind their goal. Boston comes away with it. Looking for that breakout pass, just a little too strong, so Cudmore and back to Turnbull. The goal scorer dumps it in. Boston trying to clear it out, but Calgary hops on that puck. Give and go, chance on goal. Dam able to get her stick on it, play it out. And Boston able to clear things down the ice. They say no icing on that call.
Which is huge, because Boston can now get fresh legs out there and put on the forecheck.
And that's what they've done right now. Totino, chance. Lacasse, great save. I don't know if she was expecting that, so some good positioning from her. Calgary here on the transition. Boston chasing, chance here for Calgary. Centers, good save by Dam. And Boston looking to work their way down the ice, although Calgary gets that puck back. Davis fighting for it at the point. Calgary down low. Mickelson goes out front looking to receive the pass, but it deflected, and Boston clears the puck. Lacasse, she leaves it for Takeuchi. To the captain, Jenner. Jenner to goal scorer Johnston. Johnston down that left side with speed. She's looking for the pass. Shot on goal. Another good save.
That was a fantastic save. Calgary had everything going for them there. They had a nice rush. Jenner went to cut middle, dished it off to Johnston, who pulled it back there for Saunier. They had traffic going to the net, and what a great save by the Boston goaltender. It is incredibly hard to see that. Saunier shoots that puck. Her release is so quick. That was fantastic.
Yeah, good opportunity there for Calgary. Their 24th shot on goal. 10:20 left in the second period. They've got a 3-0 lead. So Johnston loses that face-off. That's Fujimoto. Boston tries to clear it out, but Crom pounces on that puck. Johnston back in. Will she shoot? No, she's looking for the pass. Back to Crom on the point to her defensive partner. She'll feather it into Johnston. Johnston still with possession of the puck. She'll hang on. She plays it behind the goal. Bit of a scramble there. And Boston able to get some speed into the Calgary zone.
Great back check there by Rebecca Johnston.
Good, yeah, good two-way play. That's Saulnier with the puck right now. And like you said, thanks to Rebecca Johnston coming back into her own zone and covering things up. Calgary shot on goal. That's deflected though. Warren with an opportunity there, trying to go in between the legs.
Great play by Burns there on Warren. That was a perfect way to play that one-on-one.
And Lacasse, she decides she'll hang on, no rebound.
You know, it's great to see that Boston's still trying to push that pace there. They get that puck on net, and they have two players crashing the net. That tells you that they still have that fight in them. They really want to go for that first goal of the game. Lacasse was just there to make sure there were no rebounds.
Yeah, and the opportunities they have had tonight have been very good. Genevieve has been great between the pipes, so it's not to say that Boston hasn't had their opportunities.
Icing there from Level.
So yeah, we'll go back into the Calgary zone here for another draw.
You know, and as you can see, Level and Cudmore are having a conversation about what they want on this face-off. Sometimes people forget how important a face-off is in a game. The more face-offs you win, the more time you have with the puck. The more time you have with the puck, the better, obviously. So really important to communicate on those face-offs.
And like you said right there, that was actually a Boston win. Saint Germain had a good opportunity from the point, and she was able to get that puck on goal. 3-on-2 opportunity here for Calgary. That's Warren in the corner with the puck right now. Plays it behind the net, centers it. Chance for Calgary. That puck's bouncing though. From the point. Nice little move there. Back to the point. Gosling curls around. Back to her blue liner. Esposito, she's in deep. Shot on goal. That's deflected. She rips one from the point. Doesn't miss by much. Gosling in the corner. She gets it to Crom. Crom's behind the net. Centers in front. And that pass deflected into the corner once again. Good pressure here by Calgary. Deep in the Boston zone. To the point, Gosling. To the other side. Good shot here. She's open. And really good save there by Dam. Just to get that puck in the corner, she got just enough on her toe. Calgary with possession. Shot on goal. That one misses. Gosling on the half boards. Back to the middle. She curls around looking for the backhand. Oh. Damn, with a great save there. Wow, she has been busy tonight. You know, faced 26 shots.
As a player, those are the moments when you're in Boston's position. All you want to do is try to get that puck off out of the zone or pin it against the boards. And when your goalie can make a save like that for you, all you want to do is thank her. You're exhausted. They narrowly escaped with one there. So nice job by Dam in net. Close chance by Calgary. You're going to see that they're going to try to keep pushing here. Yeah, they've got a big line out here. They got Turnbull, Irwin lined up with Bram, you know, one of their power lines. So we'll see a good push again.
And like you said, obviously home ice advantage. So you're getting those line opportunities when you can and taking advantage of it from a coaching aspect. And Calgary doing that right now.
That's the joys of having home ice advantage. That second change, you can really match lines up, which is an advantage in both defensive and offensive zones.
So Lacasse, she thought she was going to play that, but she got waved off by her blue liner, and Calgary will work their way into the Boston zone. There's the opening goal scorer, Gavrilova. She gets the puck in. Boston looks to chip it out, but Calgary keeps it in. That puck's bouncing a little bit. Gavrilova curls around. Back to the point. Takeuchi, she decides she'll take a slapper. Good save there by Dam. Calgary with possession of the puck. Nobody there, though. That's Totino now for Boston. She loses it. In between some skates here, some skates and some sticks. Refs telling them to move along if they can. And that one is scooped out by Boston, so an opportunity for them to catch their breath. Pieri to Davis. Davis, though, she gets clipped hard. So back to the power play for Calgary.
Absolutely, and that's a tough one. That's one where, you know, it's borderline. It's hard to say. Did Davis move into her or vice versa? You know, at the end of the day, it was probably a good call by the refs. It's hard to contain that speed, and Davis did keep her feet moving. She looked like she landed a little bit awkwardly, so it's good to see that she's up. Seems to be doing okay after that play.
So Calgary, an opportunity here on the man advantage. They have a 3-0 lead right now, and they've got the second best power play in the league, so we'll see what they can do. Johnston, she's got the puck right now. Shot from that short side. Saved by Dam. Esposito to the far side. Mickelson's playing on the point right now, although she's playing as a forward tonight. She's definitely familiar with the point. Calgary digging away in deep. A couple of good chances to shovel it in, but Dam really kind of blocking that bottom half of the net to keep Calgary from getting their 4th goal of the night. Jenner, and Dam decides she's going to smother that rebound, so she closes up shop there. A good power play opportunity, though, for Calgary. Minute 16 left.
Absolutely, and you can bet that Coach Reed talked a little bit about getting more shots on that power play. We talked about how in the their first power play, they didn't generate a lot. On this last one, you can see they're putting pucks to the net. They're less worried about making that pretty pass and keeping it simple, and that's important for when they go on to face other teams like Toronto and Montreal. You can't afford to play around with that puck. You need to practice like you would play in every type of game.
Turnbull. She's on the point with the puck right now. Decides to do a little switch. Cudmore able to keep it in. Back down low. Paquette. Oh, she loses that puck, although, well, she almost kept it in. Gavrilova.
Look for Laquette to set up for that one-timer. She's known for such a powerful shot. She's going to want to get open and in a position where she can let that thing rip.
And there she is right now, like you mentioned, maybe looking for that backdoor opportunity. Calgary keeps it in. 27 seconds left here on the man advantage. They've got the puck at the point. That's Irwin. She'll switch with Gosling. Gosling puts it in, looking for that deflection back to Laquette. Slapper from the blue line, misses. Feathers that in. Back to the point. Laquette to the left side. Centers. That pass broken up by Boston. And Boston killing that penalty, so good job by them. Chance here for Calgary. And Dam decides she'll hang on. She's faced 30 shots tonight.
You know, I think Boston will be pretty happy with that penalty kill. The only part that, you know, they'd want to go back and change was that first little part where Calgary got a couple shots in close. There was that rebound there pounding away. But if you look at the other shots, most of them came from the outside, and that's what you want to do when you're on the penalty kill. You want to keep everything to the outside. If your goalie can see it and it's coming from the outside, the chances are in this league that goalie's going to save it, and that's exactly what happened.
Another save there for Dam. She's been busy tonight. Calgary shot on goal, another save. Boston looking to just alleviate some of that pressure, but Calgary just pouncing on any errant pass or puck that Boston is missing. Warren. And there it is, Boston able to clear things, so they'll get a line change in here, a bit of a breather. Cudmore. Warren. Chance here for Calgary, level. Centers. Ooh, that one just missed that right post, not by much. And Boston with an opportunity, looking for that breakout pass. Chance here for Boston, and they score!
Wow, that was a fantastic job by Watchhorn. She saw the Boston player taking off. I'm not sure who it was that scored there, number 17 for Boston, so Megan Greaves. that was just pure strength and grit to get to the net on that one. There were 2 Calgary Inferno players on her, as well as another Boston player at that blue line, and she just pushed through. Great move on Lacasse on that one. Lacasse hasn't seen a ton of shots tonight, and it's really hard to stay engaged, but I think even had she seen 30 shots tonight, that was still a fantastic move by Greaves. And, you know, even her response, you could see that excitement from Boston.
Yeah, obviously means a lot to them. That was their 9th shot on goal, so they were able to beat Geneviève Lacasse to make it a 3-1 game. We are late here in the second period, about 3:09 left on the clock. Like we said, a 3-1 lead for Calgary. Davis looks for Mickelson, although she decides to go wide. Mickelson was waiting for that backdoor opportunity. Good chance there. Crom keeps it in, puts that puck in deep, circles around. Mickelson shot. That one goes wide. And Boston dishes that one down. We'll have an icing call. So a chance for a bit of a breather here. Maybe not for Boston, but for Calgary.
Absolutely, and you can see a little bit of spark in Boston now. Their feet are moving a little bit quicker. They're just, you can start to feel that momentum a bit. When you're down by 3 goals and the shots are as uneven as they are, 1 goal can really give you that momentum, and you're starting to see that now.
Irwin loses that draw. Although Calgary gets possession back. Chance for Irwin. She had some good positioning there in front of the goal. Crom with the puck. She plays it out in front. Down. Good save by her. She's able to deflect it out. And Boston will try to break out. Good chance here. They got a little bit of speed. That was Leary. Although on a 1-on-4 opportunity, not a whole lot, unfortunately, you can do.
You're starting to see Boston make a couple little bit smarter passes. They're not just feeding that puck up the middle anymore. They're taking their time, they're getting their head up, and they're taking a look.
Yeah, they're able to get the puck deep a few times here, so maybe taking advantage of Calgary not being as complacent as they should be right now. Puck in the Calgary zone. Plays that into the corner. That's Fujimoto going right now for the puck. Look for the breakout pass. That one is deflected by Calgary.
Absolutely, you're starting to see those Boston players go for that stretch pass.
Gosling shot. Where is that puck? Nobody knows. Looks like it was deflected.
Went straight up into the mesh. But keep an eye on that Boston player flying the zone now. They're keeping a nice tight house inside their zone, Boston, so defensively they're really packing it in the middle, trying to get in front of pucks, and they're sending us that other forward, the opposite wing, far, and that's how they scored that first goal. When you're down by 3 or down by 2 and you haven't had a lot of offense, that's something that you sometimes try to test out. It worked for them on that first goal, and let's keep an eye and see if they keep continuing to try to do that.
So 1:15 left here on the clock in the second period. Calgary with a 3-1 lead over Boston. Calgary scored twice here in the second. Boston getting on board as well. Nice one there. And we'll see how this 1:10 finishes up. 33 shots on goal for Calgary thus far, 9 for Boston. Calgary with the face-off win. Laquette whiffed on that one, and a chance here for Boston now. Boston driving in deep, tries to center it. That puck deflected. Shovels it to the point, but just a little bit too much for the captain, Watchhorn. She'll fight back hard, try to avoid losing it. Calgary, Takeuchi with it right now. She goes in. Played behind the goal to the half board. And Boston able to clear that one out. Only momentarily though. 30 seconds left on the clock in the second period. Centers that. But Boston with a chance. Leary calling for the puck if she can. Pieri with a bit of time in her own zone. She plays it back.
10 seconds of play here in that second period.
Curls around. Calgary looks to be content just to let those seconds clear off. So there we go, 40 minutes of play in the books between Calgary and Boston. Good game, 3-1 for the Inferno, but kudos to Boston for getting on goal and scoring in that second period, because there were times where it looked like they felt defeated, but that goal really pumping them up a little bit.
Absolutely. It's fantastic to see that they're still pushing. Like I've said before, this is an extremely young team with 16 rookies on their roster, including their goaltender being a rookie, playing against a team that is heavy with Team Canada members. So, you know, it's really inexperience against going against experience. And so, you know, considering it's a 3-1 game, 33 shots to 7, it's a little bit lopsided, but it's nice to see that Boston's continuing to push, continuing to get better. Even from playing, when Calgary played them 3 weeks ago, you know, you can start to see that as a team, Boston's starting to unite more. They're starting to really catch on to their systems, pick up the speed of the CWHL and those types of things. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see even a little bit more push going into the third period. You know, they're starting to wake up now, getting over that travel day, as you say. Hopefully the third period, they can come out and really push the pace.
Who's looked good for you for Calgary? Who's been the standout tonight?
You know, that's a good question. I think Aina Takaguchi has had a really good game. Sonia is always strong. She's always in the corner. She's back checking, that type of thing. She's always going to the net. But if I had to pick someone right now, I'd say Takaguchi tonight has been my favorite player. She's made smart decisions. She's had good shots on net. Her positioning has been good. She's had a couple turnovers, but it hasn't seemed to distract her from her overall game. And, you know, that's something that you really look for in a player. On the other side, if we were to look at Boston, you know, I'd have to go with Watchorn.
Yeah.
She plays the minutes that, you know, Duncan Keith would play, heavily relied on this team. And she used to play for Calgary, so I'm sure it's fun to see familiar faces, but she knows what she's up against. She plays against these Team Canada players on Calgary at every camp she goes to. So for her to come in here and be able to be a big presence and stop a lot of those 2-on-1s and odd man rushes and, you know, assist on the one goal Boston has, I'm impressed with her game tonight.
Yeah, so it's been a good game so far, 3-1 after 40 minutes. We will be back for third period call, Jenna and myself, in about 13 minutes.
I'm with Tara Watchorn, your captain of the Boston Blades. Tara, getting a goal late in the in the second period here. What do you guys have to do in the third period to get some more goals?
I think it's when we have the puck, we're fine right now, and I think it's playing away from the puck or on a big ice surface, and the long travel. I think it's just really paying attention to playing hard off the puck.
And like you mentioned, coming away from the East Coast, the time change. How is it conditioning-wise and everyone's breath out there today?
Well, yeah, a lot of rookies on the team this year, so this long trip is the first for them. So it's a nice little welcoming for everyone. And with American Thanksgiving last week, we're getting our legs under us, but we're definitely getting better.
And coming to Calgary, playing against your former teammates, from the national team, especially in Sochi. How is it playing against them here?
It's always fun, and it's cool when you see them executing the things that we've been working on, and it's nice to see all the girls joke around a little bit out there.
Okay, thanks, Tara.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Thank you. All good?
Kimmy, you do know that there's only 4 seasons, right?
Then how do you explain the way kids wish away the summer because we can't wait to play in the fall? Or how teammates often become best mates? Or how families happily vacation in Winnipeg in January because that's where the tournament is? So you see, Miss Woods, there is a 5th season, and it's the best season in Canada.
So you're talking about hockey?
Oh, it's more than just hockey, Miss Woods.
Scotiabank is proud to support over 5,000 teams in Canada's 5th season.
Light shines in your temple. It's breaking through. You're breaking through.
100% drive. 100% passion. 100% effort. But women in sports get only 5% of the attention. Canada's dairy farmers believe women in sports should be seen and heard loud and clear. With Fueling Women's Champions, we're shining a light on women athletes at every level. Join us. #ChampionHer.
Corey Chevry's hockey journey started like any other young Canadians. Born and raised in Nova Scotia, Corey was drawn to the game of hockey at an early age.
When I was about 8, I started to fall in love with the game. It was right around the time that the Mighty Ducks movies were coming out.
Corey would go on to develop her own passion for hockey, naturally and uninherited.
That's all I did. I played road hockey at 6 a.m., 6 p.m. on weekends, and then hockey every other time.
Corey's love of the game compelled her to pursue her passion through desire and sheer will.
I had asked my mom that if I could buy my own equipment, would she pay for my registration? And so I decided to have a yard sale, and I just kind of collected everything in the house that I could find. And I had a yard sale, bought my own gear, she paid for my registration, and then just continued to play ever since.
I first met Corey, tryouts in 2010, I believe. So it was about August 2010. I knew she was an East Coast girl who was thinking about playing on the West Coast, but decided to put her name in the CWHL draft, and knew that the Toronto Furies drafted her and was excited to try and be a part of the team.
After 4 seasons at St. Mary's University, Corey would go on to sign her first professional contract with the Toronto Furies.
Gets it over to Chevry, centering pass, and they score! Just like that! Chevry to Breville, and Toronto ties this one up.
In the 6 seasons Corey played for the Furies, she set 3 franchise records and won the 2014 Clarkson Cup. A moment she was able to share with her biggest supporter and #1 fan.
Growing up, my mom was a single parent. She has 2 businesses. She's a full-time teacher. We've just always been taught to work hard and work for what we want.
She's probably one of the hardest workers I know. The girl goes from 7 in the morning until 9 at night. It's not hard to pick out in a crowd. We live in a 24-hour world, and Corey's running 25 hours a day.
Corey's work ethic, perseverance, and knowledge of the game landed her a spot at Ryerson Skate Training. 3 years later, an assistant coaching position opened up on the Ryerson Rams men's hockey team. And on August 12, 2016, Corey Chevry became the first female hired as a full-time assistant coach in CIS men's hockey history.
It's been amazing. You know, the players are smart. They see that she adds value in areas that they need help with. So as soon as they see that, they don't care boy, girl, man, woman, you know, anything of that nature. They see she adds value, that they can help them, so they buy it.
I know what I bring to the table, and I know my work ethic, and I can go up against any guy who wants to be in the position that I'm in as well. And I think that I'm qualified for the job, and I'm going to continue to prove myself through my work ethic. Yeah, it's pretty surreal. I don't think it's quite hit me, and I don't know if I'll ever quite understand the magnitude that this brings, but I'm really fortunate that Ryerson has given the opportunity to me and believes in equal opportunity for men and women regardless of the position.
For us, this is something big, right? But for a young girl, now she's going to grow up just knowing that, well, why wouldn't there be a woman behind the bench? There's no reason that she can't. And hopefully inspire one of these young ladies to do exactly what Corey's doing. Because, hey, there may be a female Scotty Bowman out there somewhere, and it could very well be Corey.
Hopefully sets a trend in the positive direction, and I think we're breaking barriers.
She's a pusher. She's the type of girl that is a pioneer. She's the one that's always pushing the envelope, and she's always the one saying, why not? I would love to see her hoist the Stanley Cup and be one of the first female coaches to do it. If not there, maybe a Memorial Cup, whatever. As far as I'm concerned, I'm proud of my friend. The fact that she's already behind the Ryerson bench and enjoying her time with the Rams.
Why can't I hold the Stanley Cup up next? That's kind of my mentality on everything. Why can't I do it?
And welcome back. Third period, just a couple of minutes away here between Calgary and Boston. 3-1 lead for Calgary after those 40 minutes. And they'll go into this final frame, Calgary that is, hoping to just clean up a few things, I think, that they've been lacking a little bit tonight in terms of just a little bit of sloppiness. I find they haven't been connecting with a lot of their passes. And they'll also be able to maybe fend off some of that Boston pressure that was coming late in the second period.
Absolutely. I think you're exactly right. They're going to want to clean up on those passes. They want to make short, clean passes. Like I've said before, as they move in throughout the season, you know, the next teams they're going to be facing are going to be able to apply a little bit more pressure. They're going to be tougher games to play, and you don't want to create bad habits in games like these where you're trying to overstick handle or you're trying to feed pucks through the middle. So I'm sure their coach is definitely making sure that they're sticking to the game plan. They talked a little bit about that after Brampton. You know, they were upset with splitting that weekend, and partially that was getting away from the basics, and they can't do that. And sometimes with a team with this much skill, it's really hard to keep them dialed in and keep them close-knit in the sense that, you know, sticking to the game plan and not kind of getting onto their own game plan, especially in a game where they feel like they've had the puck most of the time. I don't think Calgary's at fault for this very often, but it's one of those factors that plays in when you have a team full of players with this much skill. So I'm sure Coach Reed will continue to emphasize the importance of keeping it simple, sticking to the game plan, short, quick passes, speed, driving the net, getting pucks deep, that type of thing.
Now, something you just mentioned, upper echelon teams, one of them Montreal, and something pretty cool happening between Calgary and Montreal in a couple of weeks. They'll be playing at the Bell Center, which of course is where the Montreal Canadiens, with their incredible storied history, that is their home. So what kind of an experience will that be like for both of those teams to be able to play in a building like that?
Oh, I'm sure they're excited. I remember the first time I played in an NHL rink with the CWHL, and you know, it's one of those dreams that come true. You think about it as a kid and you don't really think those goals are realistic, and now we're starting to see them become realistic, and young girls can see that you're going to have a chance to potentially play in an NHL-sized rink, but playing the women's game.
Yep.
So with a place like Montreal and the Montreal Canadiens, one of the original 6 teams, the history behind it is something that I think any franchise strives for. So I know the Lake Canadiens will be really excited to be playing there. It'll be the first time that the two teams see each other since the Clarkson Cup last year. I'm sure Montreal's looking for a little bit of revenge, and Calgary's looking to make sure that, you know, people don't doubt what happened last season either. So I think it's going to be one of the most exciting games of the season, if not the most exciting up to this point. So I'm really looking forward to that game, and that's on December 10th. So it's coming up quick. And it's just going to be one that you should mark on your calendar because you're not going to want to miss it.
Yeah, incredible to see that experience at the Bell Center. So many great players over the years have played there and donned the Montreal jerseys. So,
and again, you know, that just shows the NHL support for the CWHL, and we couldn't be more proud to have them as sponsors and supporters. So props to them for putting in and finding a time for those two teams to play.
And third period now underway here at another pretty cool arena, Winsport here in Calgary. Of course, this is where Hockey Canada is based out of. So plenty of history too, some good players in this region of the world. Calgary with the puck early. That's in the corner. Boston with a chance to flick it out, which they do. Looking for a lead out pass. Brown. She tries to go around. That one goes wide on Lacasse. Calgary, a bit of speed here on that fresh, clean sheet of ice. St. Germain decides to dump that one in. And a line change here for Boston. Bit of a dangerous pass, actually. Calgary comes out relatively unscathed, and some speed here. Jenner's by herself, though. Johnston was trailing, but didn't get there quick enough, so a chance here for Boston to counter. That's Myers, drops it off. That one is blocked, though. Boston still with the puck, shovels it in front. Good opportunity there for the Blades, trying to make it a 3-2 game.
Great pressure by the Blades, and this really all starts at the back end. You see that the defenseman starting to step up instead of sitting back. That makes a huge difference for their forwards. It shows confidence, but it's also preventing Calgary from making those clean breakouts.
Calgary with a chance there, that stretch pass for Saulnier. She was looking for it. And they'll actually be called for icing, but good opportunity there.
And there again, you see Fujimoto stepping up, forcing Johnston to make a play. In the first 2 periods, Boston wasn't doing that. They were sitting back. They were waiting for Calgary to attack. When you do that against a team like Calgary and the speed that they have, you put yourself in a really tough position on your D zone. It's good to see the adjustments Boston's made. That's exactly what you want to do. Challenge Calgary, push them make those decisions quickly.
And Calgary winning the faceoff deep in their zone. Some speed here on the left side. Decides to hang on, centers it. Bit of a bouncing puck. Watchhorn tried to deflect that out. Gavrilova, she opened the scoring in the first period. Shot on goal, that one goes wide. Boston working their way out. Fanning on that pass, but he's able to get it through the neutral zone. And here's Davis. Off the boards. Centers in front, good chance. But she wasn't able to get the puck off her stick. Calgary back to the point. Slap pass. Back to the point. She fans. Warner. Shot on goal. And it's in. Megan Mickelson. She decides to get in on the scoring.
Yeah, she'll be happy with that. You know, it's not every day she gets a chance to play forward. Good work coming out of the corner. I think that's something that the Boston goaltender, Dam, would probably want back. You know, one of those squeakers, especially when Boston was showing that they had such a momentum swing. However, on the other side, Calgary might have needed this to get going again. They kind of had a slow start there to begin this period. So nice job for Mickelson getting that puck to the net, putting one in.
Yeah, in case you weren't with us earlier, Megan Mickelson playing as a winger tonight, not on the blue line where we usually see the assistant captain. So she gives Calgary a 4-1 lead. We are in the third period, 17:23 left on the clock. Esposito brings the puck in on the right side, plays it behind the net to Warren. Warren back to the point, dumps that one back in. On the half boards, back to the point to Laquette. She flicks that one in. Chance here for Calgary. Back behind the net. And Boston clearing things out here. Short side, it's Leary, centers that. Nobody from Boston there though, mostly just red jerseys. Bit of a scramble on that board right now. Boston, she's tripped up. No call there. And Geneviève Lacasse decides to just snatch up that puck. A little bit of Boston pressure there, so just calming her team down.
Absolutely. It's good to see even after that goal, Boston's still pushing. They're still forcing Calgary to make some plays. It looks like there's going to be a late penalty call on this. We didn't see the arm of the ref go up, so this must have happened after the whistle. It looks like Level's going in for a slash. I'm assuming it happened in that scramble in front of Lacasse. Boston's going to really look to take advantage. You can see Watchhorn giving some instructions on that face-off. They have to put one in to get back in this game.
Yeah, Calgary with that 4-1 lead here, 16:29 left in the third period. Boston on the power play. They might have an opportunity to make it just a 2-goal lead. Had Watchhorn on the point with the puck. She shovels it in. However, Calgary able to clear things out.
You're going to see Calgary with a fairly aggressive penalty kill once Boston sets up. They want to prevent that puck from getting to the middle. They're going to keep everything to the outside and hopefully get a turnover as soon as they see numbers.
So Boston here behind the Calgary net. That's Irwin with the puck for Calgary. However, it gets deflected kind of strangely into the corner. Regardless, Calgary able to clear that one down. So Boston, an opportunity for them to regroup here. And the CWHL would like to thank Hilberg and Burt for their empowerment of CWHL Live in support of the CWHL and all of its incredible athletes. Boston on the power play right now. Calgary looking to clear things out. Boston, though, dumping that puck behind the net. Broken up by Calgary. And that puck spurts out of the zone. Burns trying to prevent Jenner from some good forechecking there, actually. Jenner fighting for the puck.
Absolutely. Jenner's one of the best penalty killers on this team, and it's just her relentlessness. She knows when to jump. She knows when to sit back. And if she gets on you, she's not going to let it go until she gets that puck down and deep.
Yeah, definitely somebody that leads by example. She's got that C on her jersey for a reason. 18 seconds left here on the Boston power play, but Calgary with an opportunity. Turnbull, wow, good save by Dam there. And a chance for Boston to regroup, although we do have a Boston player down. Wow. Sounds like she got hit pretty hard. Bit of an awkward fall, actually. So we'll get the trainers to come and check out on her.
Absolutely. Those are plays that you never want to see. That happens, you know, two players just get tangled up. They end up going into the end boards. That's definitely something that you don't like to see.
So that's not, pardon me, Sato Kikuchi, who went down for Boston. A bit of an awkward one. Trainer came out to see her, but she was able to leave the ice under her own power. So we'll keep an eye out on her. Just a bit of an awkward fall, it looked like, unfortunately.
Absolutely. You never want to lose your edge that close to the boards, especially with another player that close. It's good to see that she's looking okay and she's on the bench. Looks like she'll be back in the game.
So Calgary 5 seconds away from killing that power play by Boston. Boston really didn't get a great look during those 2 minutes, but we're back to 5-on-5 here. 14:25 left in the third period. Calgary with a 4-1 lead. Calgary with the puck in their own zone. Lequette to Gavrilova. Leary for Boston. Davis, though, breaks that up for Calgary. Watchhorn in her own zone, down to her defensive partner. She'll move it up to Leary. Leary gets tied up, though, and that's Gavrilova. She was unable to get that one on goal, but some good forechecking there from her. She's joined by Mickelson deep in the corner. Gavrilova with the puck. She's looking for a pass. Boston got out for the block, though, so some good defensive play for them there.
Looks like the refs are going to talk real briefly and make sure that it was touched. Watchhorn was arguing that was tipped before it went out. Looks like the refs disagree. That's going to be 2 minutes delay of game for Watchhorn on that one. Definitely not a penalty you want to be taking at this point in the game. She's pretty upset with it as well, so it'd be interesting to see a replay on that one.
Yeah, and that's a tough one because it takes out one of their most experienced players, their captain, for 2 minutes or less off the ice. So tough one. A chance here for Calgary, though, an opportunity to give themselves a 5-1 lead. Calgary on the power play here. Saulnier with the puck at the point. She'll scoop it over to Johnston, also one of the goal scorers tonight, to the half boards. Back to Johnston on the point. She looks for options. That's flicked away, though, so a good job on the kill there by Boston. Johnston, though, great stick handler. You can see what she can do here. She'll take the puck in on her own. Back to the point. That's Mickelson. Jenner, Mickelson. Mickelson looks for options. Johnston. St. Germain here. Clears it out for Boston. She's got a little bit of speed, so she decides to do a little bit of forechecking. That's Geneviève Lacasse. It looks like St. Germain was expecting that whistle to go, so
absolutely.
Two-man advantage coming here for Calgary for a minute and a little bit of change.
You know, you appreciate the effort that St. Germain put in that. You know, she got it deep. She went hard on the forecheck, but she just has to remember to keep her stick out of the feet of Jenner along the boards. Unfortunately, it's going to put her team into a situation of a 5-on-3. Again, when you're trying to build that momentum, these are the types of penalties you don't want to be taking. And that's all part of the learning process for a young team.
Calgary wins that face-off. Lequette. Back to the corner. So 5-on-3 right now. Lequette. Calgary. Back to Lequette. Get that shot. They're looking for it. Good triangle here by Boston, though, trying to kind of block them out. Back to Lequette. She passes it off. Broken up by Boston. Irwin. Lequette now in deep. She centers it. Nobody's there, though. Good job by Boston to just stick it away. and they clear it. So nice job here on the 5-on-3 by Boston.
That was fantastic. Calgary needs to remember on a 5-on-3, you want lots of shots, lots of traffic, lots of movement. You don't want to get into a position where you're just passing the puck around. Makes it too easy on the defenders to keep a nice tight triangle and keep everything to the outside.
Lequette feathers it into the corner. That's Irwin. Calgary, they're definitely looking to try and center that puck, it looks like. And again, going off a skate, so something that you just said, Jenna, just not getting the shots on goal. A little bit too much maybe in terms of the passing.
Absolutely. On a 5-on-3, oftentimes as a player, it seems like you have so much time and space. And the problem is you end up killing the other team's penalty for them by waiting and trying to make that pretty pass.
Yeah, so we're down to a 5-on-4 for right now. 35 minutes left on that delay of, the body checking. The delay of game call already over. Tara Watchhorn back on the ice. Calgary with an opportunity there. Mickelson, Johnston, she's got a bit of space, centers it, give and go. Johnston into the corner. She switches with Mickelson. Half boards, that's Saulnier right now. Back to Mickelson. Mickelson looks for an option. She passes it. Johnston to Mickelson, shot on goal by Mickelson, good one, good slapper. It was low and hard, but damn, equal to the task there.
Great clearing of that puck in front of the net by Boston.
Chance here, shot on goal, save again. And Boston actually trying to clear that out. Some good stick handling here by Calgary. That's Jenner, she's all over the ice. Bit of a scramble out in front. Fighting for that puck. Boston kills their penalty, so good job there on both the 5-on-4 and the 5-on-3. It's a 4-1 game, 10:29 left here in the third period.
It looks like there's going to be another delayed call on this one. I'm not really sure what we're going to see out of this. It looked like a good, strong battle out in front. However, it looks like the captain, Jenner, going to the box. Potentially that occurred somewhere in that scrum.
Yeah, and damn, she was actually quite slow getting up. Don't know if it's just from being tired or perhaps, I don't want to speculate that she tweaked anything, but she did get up a little bit slowly there. So we'll keep our eye out on that. Boston with an opportunity here on the man advantage, although that puck trickles away from the point, and they will have to regroup there. A giveaway though, Cudmore with an opportunity, she shoots. Good save there by Dam. So Calgary, they'll look to just kill as much time here on that man advantage that they can for Boston. Chance here. Watchhorn was going in deep, but couldn't connect with that pass, so Calgary able to clear things out. 1:30 left on the man advantage for Boston. Burns decides she will scoop up the puck, and they'll get things working from their defensive zone. Warren trying to break that one up. She does. And Calgary clears it back down. Dam under some pressure. She'll play it to the open side.
Warren's also another player with Calgary that kind of goes unnoticed. She was in the Team Canada program for a little bit at the tail end of college, at the beginning of her time in the Inferno, and you can see why. She's an excellent penalty killer. She's an excellent energy person. And interesting enough, as her career choice, she's a police officer here in Calgary. So that's another player that's fun to watch that we don't often talk enough about.
Yeah, one of those heart and soul kind of players. So it's always good to have somebody like that on your squad, willing to do whatever it takes for your team to win. And definitely someone for a lot of these kids to look up to. So 29 seconds left here. Johnston able to grab it. Chance, good save by Dam, really well done. She went down but was able to get that glove up to stop Rebecca Johnston on a shorthanded opportunity.
I would be curious what this call is, because the Boston player was clearly ahead of the Calgary defenseman on that by the tops of the circle. So I'm not sure why that was an icing call. It looks like the referee made a mistake. You can see it's now at center ice. Those are the type of breaks that Boston just, it's so frustrating in this game. You push so hard, and then there's a mistake by a ref like that. It really is hard to keep that momentum going.
Yeah, so we'll get another face-off here. A bit of a quick line change. 15 seconds left here on the Boston power play. Calgary doing a pretty good job here of killing this one off. Lequette Back behind her net, and she'll clear things out. That's Irwin with the puck right now. Irwin to Bram. Bram with speed on that right side. She loses the puck. And some good forechecking here. Centered, but nobody able to pounce on that. And that's Bram. Bram's open. She has a chance. Good save by Dam. Really well done. Bram had a lot of time there. You could tell she was thinking about what she wanted to do because of all that open space and time she had.
Absolutely. She was thinking of going upstairs. You could see the way that she set up in her release. As soon as she started to pull back, her head looked up. You expected that to go bar down almost. So good job on Dam reading that, not going down too early, or that could have been another goal for Calgary.
Yeah, she's faced 41 shots tonight, so it has been a busy night. Make that 42 in the Boston net. Another face-off here in the Boston zone. Calgary wins that turnbull, drives to the front of the net. Another opportunity for her. She already has one tonight. Calgary with possession of the puck. From the half boards, from the corner. Shot by Bram. Doesn't miss by much.
Yeah, there's another one upstairs again. I think there's something that Bram sees. She keeps trying to go upstairs on that one. Great stick positioning on Bram on that back check. You know, that just shows the composure she has as a player. She goes down, she has 2 missed opportunities, but is there for the back check and a good stick.
Fujimoto, shot for Boston. And Lacasse, she hasn't been too busy this period, but she decides to scoop it up anyways.
Absolutely. And it's hard for goalies in situations like this. I mean, she's only faced 10 shots. One of them has gone in. And part of the hard part of this as a goaltender is staying focused and remembering on that. She probably wanted to play that puck.
Yeah.
But again, sticking with, you know, routine and what she would do in any other type of game is really important.
Yeah, like Jenna said, Geneviève Lacasse, she's had 10 shots on goal. Only one's beaten her, and it was a good one. It was a beaut, so no fault of her, and she's kept herself as busy as she could. So she's playing the puck, and she's just keeping active and talking with her blue liners. It's Davis there. Calgary behind their own zone, looking to work their way out. Davis once again. Cudmore to that open wing. Will she get a shot on goal? No, it's a little bit too far. Cudmore scoops it around. And that pass broken up by Boston, so an opportunity for them to have some numbers, although it looks like they'll go for a line change instead. That's Burns for Boston. Nice job there by Gavrilova to Jenner. And Dam again. It's going up high. You made a good observation there, Jenna, that they're shooting high on her right now.
Mm-hmm. But she's obviously up to the test.
Yeah.
So she's ready for those high shots. Her glove's ready. It's up in the right position. There's something, though, that the Inferno players are obviously seeing because the last few shots have all been up high.
So Boston with a face-off win, although Jenner fighting for that one hard. She wants it back. Jenner and Johnston, they work hard to keep it in. Johnston taken down. Chance here for Calgary. Is Johnston back with the puck? She's looking to center it. And we're going to get a call here, it looks like.
Seems as though there's been quite a few calls this period. We've had a lot of power play time for both teams.
Yeah, it's been a physical affair. And Calgary back to the power play here. They lead 4-1, 6:11 left on the clock. We'll see what they can do with the man advantage. Second best power play in the league, so they got some firepower.
Absolutely. It looks like we have Woodworth going to the box for cross-checking, and I would assume that happened along the boards when Rebecca Johnston went down.
So chance here, speaking of Johnston. She's manning the point right now, making sure it doesn't squirt by, and good job by her. She gets it back to Mickelson. Mickelson looks for the shot. That's deflected into the corner. They'll regroup here. Captain Jenner. Back to the point for Mickelson. Mickelson to Jenner. Mickelson, shot from the point. That's deflected wide. Jenner on the half boards. Johnston. Back to Mickelson. Mickelson centers, looking for that one-timer for Jenner, but just deflected wide.
Yeah, that's a tricky shot with her momentum going backwards like that, and being able to get any type of power on it makes it really difficult.
Saulnier passes it off. Nice one-timer once again by Jenner. A minute left here in the power play for Calgary. 5:10 left on the clock as a whole in the third. Calgary with that 4-1 lead. That's Johnston with the puck right now. He's looking for a pass. Mickelson with a shot. Bit of a screen right there. Dam was able to get her glove on it though, so good job by her reading through all that traffic. Calgary still with the puck. They've got some fresh legs coming on this power play. Irwin looking at her options. Will she shoot? Will she pass? She decides to shoot. Good save there. And Boston able to clear things out. 25 seconds left here for Calgary. Gosling behind the net. Back to the point for Lequette. Gosling on that half boards. Back to the point for Lequette. Shot by Lequette. And good grab by Dam. Again, she's looking through that traffic really well.
Absolutely. There were 2 Inferno players out front, 2 Boston players. That was great tracking by her part. I'd like to comment on this second power play for Calgary. They seem to be the second unit out all night. They're really moving that puck and getting that puck to the net. So that's something they can be pleased with. As you can see, Lequette's just trying to get something on net. She's not wasting time trying to get that big, powerful slap shot. She knows by just getting pucks to net, having lots of people in front, you have a good opportunity to bang one home. So that's really nice to see.
So Boston, good job being able to kill that penalty. Calgary still with possession of the puck though. They center it, skips away on them, and they'll go back into their own zone. So under 4 minutes left here on the clock. Third period, Calgary with a 4-1 lead over Boston. That's Captain Watchhorn. She's fighting for the puck for Boston. Calgary though pouncing. That's Bram. Shot on goal. She was tripped on the way to the net. We're on the half boards here. Puck tangled up with a couple of players. 3 Boston, 2 Calgary. And Boston comes away with it. They'll circle around. She plays that back to her goalie. Bit of a dangerous situation there. Some good forechecking by Calgary, so obviously not taking any chances right now.
Absolutely, and again, just giving her team a chance to change is really important. There's about 3 minutes left. You know, it'd be really difficult for Boston to come back at this point, but they want to set the momentum for tomorrow. So that means, you know, energy, possession, those are the types of things they want to be working on in the next 3 minutes. So when they come into the game tomorrow, they're ready to go.
And you mentioned that, Jenna. It's a 10:30 puck drop here in Calgary from Winsport. Chance on goal there, but the double header, so it'll wrap up tomorrow, Calgary-Boston. Goldberg for Boston in the Calgary zone. Not a lot of options for her, so that puck is played into the corner. In Calgary, it's Jenner and Johnston. Saulnier, she's driving to the goal. Back to Jenner. It's on her backhand, a little awkward. Jenner misses, not by much. That's Johnston. Johnston just hanging on to it. Good idea. Got Davis in the corner. She scoops it out. Gavrilova. Trailer coming in. That's Mickelson coming in off the bench. Wow. Great job there.
That was a really nice play. Mickelson fakes the shot. She sees Ia in the high slot. Ia is not going to miss from that spot. You know, it's really been nice to see her progression throughout the year. She had a little bit of trouble finding the back of the net. They knew she was a goal scorer from her days playing at the University of Calgary. That's what she did. She scored goals. And really, starting in that last Boston trip, you've started to see her put the pucks in the net. And that's huge for Calgary. When you can get those non-Team Canada members scoring, you know, I mean, Ia plays for Team Russia, so you can expect this type of skill and talent from her. But it's nice to see.
So that goal makes it a 5-1 game for Calgary. Ia Gavrilova, she has 2 goals tonight. She's got the bookend goals, the first and the 5th. We'll see if that's where all the goal scoring ends, but she's definitely made her way onto the score sheet, and she's been all over the ice, so absolutely a standout performance for her this evening. under 2 minutes left here on the clock. Calgary, like we said, with that 5-1 lead over Boston. Chance here for Cudmore as she comes in on the right side. Boston trying to scoop that out. We're in the neutral zone. Cudmore, she's put her body on the line a couple of times tonight. So Calgary with numbers in their own zone. They'll make their way out. Chance here to Lequette as she trails in. Good stop by Dam, though. That puck bobbled on her just a little bit, but she was able to absorb it.
Absolutely. Bailey Brown's been around the net all night. She's had so many opportunities to put one in the back of the net. Again, she was right there trying to jam home a rebound. She just cannot buy one tonight. But what it's good to see she's in all the right places, and that's just going to come hopefully with time, maybe even tomorrow or at the tail end of this game.
Yeah, some good instinct from her, and that's definitely going to be called. So we will have a late penalty called here. 1 minute and 2 left on the clock. Calgary with that 5-1 lead.
You know, on that one, that's, again, one of those penalties you don't really want to take. There's a minute left in the game. I understand, you know, Turnbull's always going 110%. There's no in-between for her, and there you could see she was just battling. The only mistake she made was she got her hands up, and you just can't do that because they're going to call that every time.
Yeah, so a late chance here for Boston. Maybe get their second goal of the night. That's Watchorn. Nice job there by keeping the puck into the zone. So Calgary just looking to kill this one off here. Dumps it in. Ram, we've been talking about her a little bit tonight, so she's getting time on the PK as well. 37 seconds left here in this game. Calgary, a 5-1 lead. They flick that puck out of the zone. Giannino, although that's intercepted by Calgary. Boston, probably just a couple of more efforts here that they can get. 16 seconds left in this game. And we'll just take this one out. Jenner, chance here, get that shot on goal. That should close out this game. So good win for Calgary tonight. 5-1 the final over Boston. An entertaining game. We had scoring in every period. Iya Gavrilova, 2 goals on the night, which was fantastic. What are your thoughts from this game?
Absolutely. I think it's pretty much what we expected to see from this game today. It took Boston a little bit of time to get their travel legs out of them. They started to gain momentum after that goal that they scored in the second period. Hopefully they're going to take that momentum into tomorrow. Their goaltender faced 52 shots today. Lacasse faced 11, so that's a huge discrepancy. It'll be interesting to see if Dam's in net tomorrow or if they go with their other goaltender that they traveled with. Boston's going to try to take from this game the little things that they did right. They started to adjust their breakouts. They started to stop feeding that puck up the middle. They started making short, close passes as the game progressed. They started supporting each other a little bit better. Their goaltender was aware. She was covering those pucks, trying to reduce the number of rebounds. Their penalty kill is something that they can take away from this game and be proud of. They did kill quite a few penalties against a very strong Calgary team. So there's lots of key components of this game that Boston can take away and use as motivation for tomorrow. In terms of Calgary, I would say that they would be somewhat satisfied with this game. I think there's areas that they're going to want to tighten up. Those breakout passes, you know, the long passes from their end out into the neutral zone, those are things that they just don't want to be getting into the habit of. Continuing on that power play, they have so much star power there. They need to capitalize on there. They need to find a way to use that to their advantage every single game. So I think that's another area that they're going to go back and look and see where they can improve on. But overall, I think it was a good game tonight. I think tomorrow's going to be an even better game. Both teams have settled in. The big ice surface plays a huge part of that. So looking forward to tomorrow's game.
Yeah, interesting you mentioned that second power play unit because they seem to actually be a little bit more effective in terms of not trying to be too fancy, getting those pucks on goal, And instead of just always looking for a pass or looking for a very unique play, they just did the X's and O's.
Absolutely, and when you have a chance to go out second, you get to see what doesn't work for the first power play unit. And I'm sure same as a coach. So the coach watches the first power play unit. You know he's standing there telling the second power play unit what things to do when they get out there. So tomorrow you're going to see a lot more of that. We're going to see that passing. I think we're going to see the puck getting to the net a lot more on the power play. Getting away from those kind of nifty passes and, you know, keeping it basic. But overall, Calgary can't be too upset with tonight.
No, and just an excellent performance. So this gives them their 8th win of the season. So good to see. We're just going over the 3 stars right now.
Yeah. And no surprise, Erica Crom, one of the stars. She played in her 100th CWHL game tonight. Just an awesome moment for her, and I'm glad it could be in a situation like this where we had lots of people in the stands. Boston's goaltender getting the 2nd star. Absolutely.
Well deserved.
She borderline could have fought for that 1st star tonight. 52 shots on net, allowing 5 goals. I mean, that's incredible. She did a fantastic job tonight, and Mickelson rounding out the other stars, so she'll be happy with that. Playing forward, not her natural position in the CWHL, so it's nice to see her being rewarded for that as well.
Yeah, good for Megan. Maybe she'll want to stay up top from now on.
Yeah, we'll see.
But good to have somebody that can play both positions in a pinch. You never know what can happen in a season. Injuries,
Absolutely.
Availability, of course. We have a couple of national team camps coming up. So when you have somebody that can play on both ends of the ice, anywhere on the ice, it's always a bonus for Calgary to have. So again, action tomorrow, 10:30 puck drop here at Arena A at Winsport. Should be a good one. Any lineup changes that you think could be made or should be expected?
You know, I'd expect to see a different goaltender for Calgary. I'm sure they'll put in someone else. Delaney Bryan was the backup, dressed for the backup today, so whether we see her or Mashmeyer, we're uncertain at this point, but I predict a new goaltender for Calgary, perhaps Mickelson back on defense, depending on who's in the lineup for forwards and D. Other than that, I mean, Boston will have the same lineup. Their goaltender may change based on probably her fatigue level after today. But I wouldn't be surprised if they also go back with her because she had a pretty good game tonight, and perhaps that momentum can be carried for tomorrow.
Yeah, so an entertaining game here. Big thank you for joining us. I'm Sandra Persina, Jenna Cunningham in with me here in the broadcast booth. And we'll just close this out by saying this game was empowered by Hilberg and Burke, proudly supporting the CWHL and its incredible athletes. We look forward to you joining us next time here from Calgary. Thanks again.
I'm here with Megan Mickelson. Megan, obviously you guys outshot the Boston Blades by a significant amount. Was that the game plan going into today?
Yeah, as a team we kind of set per period goals, so we were going for 17 shots a period, set the bar pretty high for ourselves. I don't think we got there the first period, and we knew that we weren't quite playing our game. We were a little bit sloppy in our end, so we came back out in the second, and I think we kind of stuck to the game plan a little bit more.
And are you guys going to switch anything up for tomorrow, or is it kind of the same mindset going in?
I'm not sure. I'll wait to see what the coaches have to say, but I think we have some work to do in our own end. I think we got a little bit sloppy, a little bit disconnected from the forwards to the D. We have to do a better job of coming back to support, and a breakaway should never happen in a game. So there's definitely some things to tighten up, but I think we'll reflect on the game tonight and see what we have to improve on tomorrow.
And obviously, one of the top D on the team, I saw you got a goal and 2 assists, becoming very offensively. Can I expect more of that from you the rest of the season?
Well, I actually played forward today, so that's where the offense came from, I think. But my line mates did a great job of, moving the puck. We were just focusing on being disciplined in our own end, doing our job, taking care of defense first, and then just moving the puck, making those short tape-to-tape passes, and just creating whatever we could in the offensive zone. So I'm not sure where I'll be playing tomorrow, but always you're trying to contribute offensively, but the biggest thing is doing your job in the D zone.
Okay, thanks, Megan.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
When I was 7, I wore these gloves. They held this stick. Well, these skates carried me over the blue line. We won the championship, and now it's all yours. Cool. Oh, and this mouth guard. I'll get my own. Thanks.
The 5th season is when spirit for the game gets passed down. That's why we're proud to support over 5,000 teams.
Light shines in your temple. It's breaking through. You're breaking through. We've got this love affair, not the truth we've come to dare. Change is crisp, it's in the air, so try something new.
Lauren, our second star of the game today, facing 52 shots against the Calgary Inferno. How are you feeling out there today?
Now I'm a little tired, but during the game it wasn't bad. My team helped me out a lot today, so not letting them get the second and third chances every time, so that was good. But definitely looking forward to some rest tonight.
And as some of your players already said, the time change and coming over from the East Coast all the way from Boston, the flight, everything like that. How are you going to prepare for tomorrow's morning game?
I think just get a lot of fluids in us after this and just get some rest immediately because it definitely is an adjustment. So,
all right, great game, Lauren. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Back to you guys.
100% énergie. 100% passion. 100% effort. Pourtant, les femmes n'ont que 5% de visibilité. Les producteurs laitiers canadiens croient que les athlètes féminines devraient être vues et entendues haut et fort. Avec Nourrir la passion du sport féminin, nous célébrons les athlètes féminines de tous les niveaux. Joignez-nous à Vive le sport féminin.